Good evening. For the BBC, I'm Dabney Reynolds. He's been referred to by many as the Cold War cowboy, the pirate of Panama, and the Kosovo killer. For many, he's thought of as somewhat of a boogeyman, a mere myth that communist commanders will use to scare their young lieutenants into acquiescence. In fact, for most nations around the world who find themselves in the unfortunate position of being an adversary of the United States, the very mention of his name sends them into a state of frenzied panic. And yet for some, he is an unassuming and uncomplicated man, a simple fellow who enjoys a cup of black coffee and a chicken fried steak with white gravy. Very little is known about Chief Warrant Officer 5, Billy T. Friendly. And truthfully, much of that information is classified to such a degree that the world may never know. Just the same, I sat down with Billy Friendly to uncover the myth behind the man. Mr. Friendly.
Oh, come on now, Dabney. I insist you call me Billy.
Yes, of course. Billy, what exactly do you do? What services do you perform as a member of the United States Army?
Well, when I got my start, there was a little stretch in there where I was doing. And then after a couple of years, I got tired of doing that, so I switched to. And anyway, I've been doing that for about the last, 15 years, something like that.
You've served on combat missions in Kosovo, Panama, Afghanistan. Are there any missions or events from those years in service that keep you awake at night?
Oh, sure, yeah. You know, back many years ago, I had a Sony Walkman, and I loaned that to a young Mujahideen fighter. Well, that Mujahideen fighter would go on to become Osama bin Laden. And when those SEALs were going up in there to get him, I told one of them SEAL boys, I said, hey, keep a lookout for my Walkman. I want that back. It's got my Black Album cassette in there. They never did find it.
Billy, is there anything else you would have done? What would Billy Friendly be doing now had he not become a soldier?
Oh, I think before I joined the Army, I was going to become an accountant or something like that. I'm just messing with you, Pard. No, sure, I'm a killer, man. I'm doing what I love.
I'd be remiss if I did not ask you, is there a lady in your life right now, Billy?
Well, there's my mama back home. I take good care of her. She's getting real old, infirm, and whatnot. My grandkids tell me about this song by a feller named Ludacris. He talks about having special ladies in different area codes. If you never heard that song, it sums up old Billy pretty well.
Yes, one final question. What scares Billy Friendly?
Yeah, partner, of course. You ever seen Skibidi Toilet? That's got to be some of the most unsettling shit I've seen in my life.